reloading. Wi-Fi, cellular. Okay. Let me post this here. Post this. Okay, so post this. Let me check. X is not streaming yet. This seems streaming. Okay, there it goes. Why is X not streaming? What's happening? Bear with me here, and I actually need to know where to go to. I don't even know where I'm going. So that should not be the best connection, but nevertheless. So we have the chat here, and let me launch chat. And let me see. Both of them stream. Okay. So both of them are next to each other, so I can see if somebody's sending a message. And this is going on here too. So now let me move this kind of without unplugging anything. And let me test something. This works. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that my mute button works. And I'm ready to go. Where do I go? It's kind of funny. So for sure, I am going to Atlanta somewhere. Okay. Navigate to Lindbergh, Morosco Drive, Model Station.
Navigating to Morosco Drive northeast on Atlanta, about 35 miles away. Let me know if that's not the right spot.
Yeah, I'll go to the Home Depot there. Thank you. And technically we should go.
Route set to the Home Depot on Piedmont Road north.
All right. Sky looks interesting on the video, but either way. Let me look at this. Let me see if it's live streaming on X. And also, let me see if my Starlink is already alive again. Yep, we are streaming. We are streaming. So I have 3 candles in my bed. And ooh, the sun is bright. Let's see if the sound works here. We are streaming. Okay. So, meeting with my son to see if I can hand over some kennels for boarding, dog boarding. My son is working with dogs, dog training, bite training, and so on. And I had kennels in my storage that are needed now. So that's as much as I want to say. And I also need to talk to him. So let me get things situated here. And as you probably saw, I have the build is 2026.6. No, dot 20.6.11 or something. Let me see. This is an ever-changing thing. 2026.20.6.11 and the FSD version is 14.3.6, as I stated. Oh, here we go. Hello, hello. Hey, where do I go now? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it looks like yeah, where I used to work there at Lindbergh. Okay, that's where I'm going now. Do you want to meet there? I head down there. Why would you waste gas money? I have free supercharging, and even I charge at home anyway, so it's way less expensive for me than it is for you. So yeah. Okay, well, you could go to Home Depot too in order to get some water. And I have the three kennels with the stuff that was in the kennels. Okay, so what is what's that? Okay, it is where now? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I yeah, we can. I was thinking it's in literally in the bed, like on the mattress or something. Okay, it's in your truck bed. Okay, I get it. Okay, okay, sure. Yeah, we can switch this out. Okay, I'm on my way there. Let me see if I can share my location. Where do I do this? Okay, I got it share. Um, I know I used to go there every day. Okay, you should see my location now too. Yeah, I used to go there every day. And little secret for you, which obviously I'm live streaming, so it's going to be shared with everybody who's viewing. When I was married to your mom, she was complaining about me going to Starbucks. And yeah, I had, okay, now I'm finishing the story because I started it and everybody who's watching it doesn't really know how the story continues if I finish now. Um, so yeah, I had a job to do a website, and the money that I got from that I put on a different account and had a card that I used to go to Starbucks, so I didn't have to argue with your mom. That's so funny. Either way, um, yep, I'm on my way. See you in about 41 minutes, it says. Alex, are you still there? Do you still hear me? Oh, the connection's bad. Okay. I okay. I hang up now. You should see my location. Okay, cool. See you then. Bye. Okay. All right. So, yeah, obviously, it's an interesting story back then. There's a reason why my ex-wife is my ex-wife, and it was a very, 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 very stressful. Um, so, and in order not to have any stress, I just took a job where I got like, I don't know, like $3,500 or so, and I put it on a bank account that I opened up just for that. So all I did was go to Starbucks and use the debit card, I guess, that I got back then. I used that um, to go to Starbucks every morning when I went to work. So I had my freedom and my peace and didn't have to argue why I went to Starbucks to get some Starbucks. That was funny. People don't really know how this works here, the roundabout. Almost crashed into each other. All right, guys. If you want to chat, you should be able to. Or if you want to ask me a question, that should work on YouTube as well as on X. I haven't been streaming live for quite a while. Man, my windshield is so dirty. I don't have any time whatsoever. I'm doing work during the week and in the evenings, and especially on the weekends, I'm doing some home improvement project. My wife wanted to have the pantry opened up with glass doors and tiles and shelves and under shelf lighting and new outlets and what else? Just like just doing some drywall stuff. So I'm in my work clothes here, and my son called me and said he needs those crates in order for the dog boarding. So that's what's going on. I am on my way in a super dirty car to the place where I used to work at AT&T Lindbergh Motor Station, Morosco Drive. I think it's 575 or so, if I remember right. There's a Home Depot, there's a Starbucks, and that used to be my Starbucks. Everybody knew me there, and they knew already what I was going to order. It was actually an awesome time. That was in 2006, 2007, and so on. Let me go this way. See, there's a Cybertruck again. I'm seeing Cybertrucks every day now, multiple here in my neighborhood whenever I go somewhere. So yeah, I used to go there. Going into the store, there was no mobile order. It was a very, very different time. 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. There wasn't so much mobile phone stuff around. Now you order at Starbucks and either you go to the drive-through. I always went inside, and they didn't really have a drive-through there, so you had to go inside. There was a long line, sometimes even getting out of the store, and the baristas knew everybody's drink with all different things, how many pumps of this and extra sugar, extra this, extra creamer, or whatever people ordered. They had it all memorized. Way more personal than it is now. But either way, such is life. Things progress. So now we order online. Don't tell me we're still passing this pickup truck. Okay, good. That would be a bit extreme. So I just pushed it into Mad Max so that things would be a bit more aggressive here. So yeah, that's what's going on. I am doing home improvement work, and then I had water coming into the basement. It has been raining so hard, and I was wondering where the water is coming from. So the water, it turns out, is coming from the downspout. We have the system, I don't know, it's called like French draining or whatever, I don't know. Where there is some hose, black hose going into the ground, and then it comes out somewhere in the yard. Nobody knows where, because we bought the house as it was. We got a new roof about 3 years ago or so, and I believe from all the rain, shingle gravel has clogged this black hose or whatever you call it. And so now it must be leaking somewhere, and when it rains, and we have obviously a big roof, and the big portion is going onto that, especially that downspout. So it's leaking in the ground, and the ground was sinking a bit too. So, and it goes right there where our wastewater line goes out in the basement. And it was shooting out right at this plastic hose. At first I was thinking that, the pipe, the plastic pipe where our water from, shower, whatever water we have, is draining out, so that the drain pipe was broken, but it was too clear, and it was just rainwater coming in, and it was coming in extremely hard. So I had to use a pump and do stuff, and had a bucket there, and good Lord, it was bad. So I rerouted the downspout hose somewhere else, and or actually bought a new one, and that seems to have solved the problem. But yeah, homeowner fun. That's all I can say. Let me just see if I can get my data overlay to work again. I'm not really sure why it's not working. Either way, I had like a data overlay where you can see what my speed is and whatnot, so I'm not sure why this is not working, but nothing I can do at this point. I'm driving. I'm not gonna bother. And do I want to be in the express lane, going into the express lane or not? Let me do this. Come on, go in the express lane. I'm signaling. Jesus. Had to switch it into Mad Max signal and kind of put a little bit of pressure on the steering wheel. It didn't want to go in there. So I do have the setting to use HOV lanes. Yes, and well, my destination is just, I mean, I do have the settings that I need. So I'm not really sure why it wouldn't want to go. Something happened on the other side. Oh, man. In a month, well, actually, it's already August. End of August, I'm going to Scottsdale. But I'm going together with my wife, and I'm not really sure if she wants to participate in live streaming or not. I don't think so. That would be a good trip again, but let's see. We have to see if she can actually sit in the car for that long with her still recovering broken leg that has, in February, she broke her leg in like 3 different places and has a metal, rod that goes along the chin bone or whatever you call it. And is screwed into the bone. And I'm just thinking about how it looked like when it was broken. And so she is still recovering, still limping a bit after a full day of using her leg, and it hurts. And so I'm not really sure if driving 1900 miles in the car, just sitting, will work or not. So I have to see. Or maybe she's flying, maybe not. We shall see. But definitely, if I'm going on my own, if I drive myself, I will be live streaming. So that much I can say. And I do need to use my sunglasses here. And I also should see how the sound is. Because I kind of, the last time when I streamed, I had the voice isolation so harsh that there was no other noise from the car. And it was really a bit eerie, like super quiet. Then I was saying something, and immediately after that, it cut off all the noise. And I think that was a bit too much. So trying to do this in a more organic way. Look around. Candles are nicely in the bed. And my tonneau cover is open, so that's what it is.
Shoulder reported ahead.
Thank you, Waze. So what else is there to say? My wife has a Tesla Model S, and it's not subscribed to FSD right now, and I don't really want to pay for it unless we do get v14 Lite, so I can do some tests with it. But right now, paying $99 for waiting to get FSD, nah, I'm not gonna do this. And I don't want to have whatever version it is, 12 something. And there's another Cybertruck. I don't even know. What is the version that everybody has right now on hardware 3 on a Model S and X? Because it seems v14 Lite was only being sent out to Model Ys and Model 3s. So whatever that is now. 155. Okay, I think I can pay that. So there's a crash coming up. Nice, nice. Okie dokie.
Crash reported ahead.
That's how it is here in the US. Let's test something. I'm saying hi on my Yep, I see it on the computer. Awesome, awesome. So I do see the chat from X on the computer, and I do see the chat from YouTube on my computer. And it's obviously very difficult because you can only look at one at a time. And here on the phone, it's super tiny, but on the computer, I can easily read it. So if somebody is asking a question or saying something on the chat, at least I can read it. I'm a little bit colorblind, so I'm not really sure if that Model Y is pink or purple. I would think it's mixed between pink and purple. I don't know. Maybe it's pink. I would say it's pink. And I would really love to get around this. Okay, let me do this. I will just get around this person here. Oh, they get out. Okay. Who knows? So this is why I disengage, because I don't have any patience to, sometimes doing something is so much easier doing it myself. They are moving things here on this truck. Yeah. 14.3.6. It is more or less boring here on regular roads. I mean, on the interstate, on regular roads, it is a bit more interesting. But this here, it picks a lane, it drives in the lane, it switches lanes. So there isn't really much that one can show off here on an interstate when it comes to FSD. The only real sort of interesting question is it still staying in the left lane without moving back into the middle? And what about the speed? A lot of people complain, me included, complain about that it's impossible to set a speed that you want. It fluctuates quite a lot. Sometimes it goes faster than you want to. And especially with the profiles, I would sometimes like to have the Mad Max profile just in terms of seeing the opportunity to pass people on the right-hand side and so on. But I don't want it to be in the left lane all the time. And I also don't want it to go like 85 when the speed limit is 70 or 65 or so. I don't like that. So would be nice to have the profile in terms of aggressiveness of driving. If you just want to swim with traffic, then chill or so is okay. But still have the ability to set a speed. And then once it is like totally unsupervised, well then who cares? Like if you don't really look at the road anymore, if you sleep or whatever you do, then it doesn't really matter if you move with 70 or 72 miles an hour. But there's also sometimes this kind of thing where somebody almost goes the same speed as you. And I kind of hate this when you pass each other, like you pass them, you go over and you have like a cruise control set, and you drive a solid speed, but every now and then they go a little bit faster and pass you again, and then end up in front of you, but then they slow down, and then you start passing them again, and that's just like an endless cycle. And every now and then I'm setting the speed up to like 1 mile, 2 miles faster to actually gain some distance and not having this switcheroo sort of thing going on. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I can say for interstate driving on FSD. But yeah, it's kind of boring. So let me see. It wants to get off on Lennox Road, which I don't really need to. There's an exit here from this. It ends up, right now it's an express lane, and it will be an HOV lane. And then there is an exit on the left-hand side, which I used to take when I was carpooling, living out here. Jesus Lord. What a way to work. And, but either way, I took the exit, the carpool lane exit. That was way easier to get to work. And I would like to do this too right now, but it doesn't offer me to use that. So I have to go on to I have to disengage if I want to take that exit. So which I will do, but it's still 11 miles away. There's something laying on the road. Not that it is big, but it may freak somebody out. So at least let people know that use Waze, WAZE. People who use Waze, at least they know there's an object on the road. So there you have it. Live streaming. Oh, here we go. There's my information just kicked in. I'm not really sure what I did. It just came on its own. Cool.
Reported ahead.
It's not a car on the shoulder, it's an old truck on the shoulder. Yep. Oh, made it up to 27 viewers, individual viewers, which doesn't mean it's 27 viewers right at this second, but 27 people kind of tuned in and then probably left after 10 seconds. How that usually goes. This here is the so-called spaghetti junction. And usually it's always kind of crowded here. Terrible solution for the traffic flow. Whoever was in charge of this didn't do a good job. It just created a lot of bridges, but it hasn't really done any good.
Reported ahead.
So, okay, so there is a truck, but it's on the right hand side. Okay. Yep. Oh, here's the car that my daughter used to have. Range Rover Evoque. Almost. Different color though, but she had it, leased it, and then had an accident and it was being totaled. That happened in Scottsdale, Arizona. So, uh, I kind of dread having to go into the city, even though using FSD, it's because of today it's not as bad, I have to say, but usually it's so cumbersome because people don't know how to drive. It's just, I'm kind of losing my patience with a lot of people. It's like I want them to have like driving lessons with a driving instructor telling them what not to do. If you ever have the chance to travel to Germany, to Europe altogether, but especially to Germany, and you love driving real fast, you love driving real fast, go visit Germany. Um, Go on the Autobahn. That's a very enjoyable thing. It's the only, well, it's not the only thing, but it's one of the main things I'm missing. Not being in Germany anymore is being able to drive as fast as your car can drive. So if your car goes 180 miles an hour, you can do that, and you don't get a ticket if you do it where it's allowed to do it. So, here we go. No, is that, no, that's not, no. Either way, it doesn't suggest anything of the HOV lane exit here. It's the same exit. I can go to the left, I can go to the right now. Okay, so stay in here. Okay, going back in here. And I'm driving myself right now because I don't want to be taking that roadway. Something. Man, if people would be more involved in the chat, then you could ask me or tell me what to do. Should I use FSD to take the exit, which would have been here, or coming up, Lennox Road, or should I just take my exit that I want to take right now? So since nobody is saying anything, I'm taking my exit that I want to take. So I'm not going on FSD right now. I'm driving manually. Which is pretty astounding that I know how to do that. So right where the bus is, the yellow bus, is the exit right now, where it is. And I'm going to take that exit. And hang on just a second. Is it actually showing me the route now? Yeah, it is. Why not doing this earlier? I don't understand. So it always comes down here with such a force on the stop sign that I'm always thinking, are we going to stop or not? But we are. And we had the chance to make the turn. Let's go. So, giving you a little bit of an interesting route right now. Tesla Robotaxi i6V says hi. Hello, hello. If you just tuned in, then you tuned in right when coming to a stop. Okay. I'm not really sure what what he was trying to do. But he's standing right in front of the Waymo so that the Waymo is not able to continue right now. Man, this is crazy. Are you trying to change your username to Model Y? Okay. Good luck changing a username. I'm not really sure if you should do that. So yeah, a slightly crazy. Are we not going? I'm not really sure. We had the right of way. What are we waiting for here? I don't know. Um, yeah, so this is Atlanta. You have a little bit of craziness going on. Okie dokie. So I can see the location of my son, and I will take over because he is more here. Let me just drop a pin. And maybe, you know what? I need to pick up something from my mother-in-law's house. I might just go there and continue the live streaming. And trying to see if I can see the truck. Can I see a truck? I see it. Okay. I see his Nissan Titan truck. Okay, so let me take over because I want to park right next to it. Or can we park back to back so we can slide things over? Let's see. Yep. Here we are. Park a little bit off opposite, right next to it. And then we can just slide things over. Okay, so let me tell you that much. I'll be right back. And then we do that. Get my wallet. My son needs to leave the truck running, and I need to find his key that I have somewhere in here. Okay. Ah, Oh, it's actually still on. No, okay. No, it's not. Okie dokie. Kids don't have money. They need to go to the gas station and fill up car, but don't have any money. So the dad has money, and therefore he ends up having to pay for the stuff and the trip. Let's go to this gas station. Where are we here? Gas station, quick trip. I'm not really sure if I'm still gonna do what I needed to do because it's late going to my mother-in-law's house. No, hang on. We go this way. We go this way. This is easier. Going this way. Since I used to work here, I know everything. I have spent so much time here. Oh, I'm back actually, so I can turn it off. This is interesting. This is interesting. So the gas station is here on the left-hand side. Gas station is here on the left-hand side. Let me get my wallet is already in my hand. Doodly-dee-doo. Gotta park here real quick. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to do this anymore. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. This is so crazy here, man. This is a whatever 6-seater, 1 to 6-seater slingshot or so. And he was playing the music so loud, and I just filled up my son's car, and let me see if I'm still gonna go this way. Yeah, do this, do the drive. I mean, it gets dark now, so there's not much with streaming in a good way anymore anyway. Waving. My son didn't even look. Ugh. So which way are we going here now? Oh, okay. So, man, if you drive in a gas-powered car and you have to go through this, I would not fill up here, but it was the closest one to use at this point. But good grief. That was crazy. Crazy, crazy. I can tell that for sure. Not going home yet. Yeah. Do a little bit more of driving here for you guys. If you're still watching. Skip to live, okay. Ugh, man, so much happening here. Hey, Kobe. I'm not sure when you sent this. Let me see if I can turn on the show timestamps. 8:28. That was basically just right now. Hey, Kobe, what's up? Are you all back? Now the roles are reversed. I'm streaming. You can send some text messages. Well, welcome back. Yep. So I'm going over to my mother-in-law's house to get some stuff for, hang on, let me not be in Mad Max. It's a bit too aggressive. The speed limit here is almost half of what I'm driving right now. At least on my display. But it is actually more than it says on the, it's 55. So. Yep. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. Kobe, I missed out on you guys' arrival. I had so much to do. And now I'm just trying to get some more tools so I can finish work that I started, laying some tiles. I need my tile saw. Oh, look at this, like a really smooth transition into an exit here. And then we come to a stop. I might have to get a new max lens on my camera on top. It has severe stains on it. It's almost like they're burned in. Maybe I can clean it, but I may have to take the lens off and really soak it in something. Oh, Lord. I'm just looking at the other side because that's where I need to go back. And it's a standstill. Why is that a standstill? Good Lord. Atlanta is so annoying. Okay, let me go in Mad Max and let me see if it goes all the way into the express lane. It doesn't seem to. Maybe it does. Come on, go in the HOV lane. I'm signaling, but it's not going. So now it is. An old Beetle. No, it looked like a Beetle, but it's a Mini Cooper. It's a small one. So as you can see, there's a lot of traffic, and that's pretty much every day here, all day long. On this part here, it's called the connector. It is always like this. It's ever hardly empty. Maybe like at 3 in the morning or so. But it's just crazy. And it's the same on the other side. Traffic is just horrendous. So I need my saw, my tile saw. And once I'm getting closer, instead of ending the stream, I will just block the view so you don't see anything. I did this the last time, and instead of having to set up the stream and start a new stream and do all the stuff, I just turn off, for privacy, I just turn off the cameras real quick. Critical because we don't want to go over the double line here. Now you can. I don't know. So as you could see, it was trying to go over the double white lines, which I did not want to. And it used to, so with the latest versions, I think version 14.3.5, as well as version 14.3.6 now, they get over, if you have to take an exit, they get over way ahead now. I used to be in this HOV lane for quite a while. And basically trying to get out of this lane a little bit further down where this blinking light is, or even later, and it was too late. So you kind of need to make your way over here because there's always a long line. And yes, you can kind of squeeze in, but FSD on Mad Max was sometimes a little bit too confident of doing, getting this done. And then within half a mile, there was no chance because I still need to go over like 2 more lanes. And it didn't do that. And I can always still take the next exit, but this is kind of a cluster F here because there are people getting on and they want to cross over, as you can see. But then there are people that want to go to I-20 to Birmingham West, and they need to go over into this lane. So there's a crisscross going on here. And it is just, I don't know who came up with this idea, but it is the worst thing ever. Multiple cars having to crisscross. So we still need to go one over. And here we are. It's like I would go over right now because in that gap that I have in front of me, sometimes people still jump in there. And I still need to go one over because this is going into Augusta and I need to go to Birmingham. So please go one over. Go one over. Go one over. We cannot stay in this lane. Okie dokie. Last second. Man. Jesus Lord. The stream was loading Tesla Model Y M5E. What do you mean with the stream was loading? Like it was frozen, I guess. Frozen. That may just have been the YouTube link because I'm watching it here on my phone and I'm live and it's moving. So that might have been a while ago on the YouTube. So I'm in the hurry profile and I need my key. Police reported ahead. Okay. Maybe we should not go as fast then. There's a bad place here for this truck to stop. I didn't see any police, but I can't really unmark it anymore. All right, so there are two lanes that you can use to turn left here on that stop sign. And depending on which lane we are going into, sometimes when I'm in the right lane, I have seen FSD cutting into the other lane. So basically switching lanes while going. Okay, so there's somebody coming, but we could have gone. I'm not really sure what they do. Signaling already, somebody under the bridge, just standing there. Oh, Lord. So I'm kind of starting to turn things off here already. The data stream. Turning this off. Go over one lane. We go into Mad Max. So there's somebody crossing. Hard to see actually, but FSD did see it. And the good thing with Mad Max and an electric car is we are fast. So past all those people lining up there. I have stuff sliding. Okay, so let's go. All right. So since I'm getting close to where I need to go to in the end, I will just turn off the video. Turn off the video to go in and out of my mother's-in-law's house, and you don't know where it is. And for now, I'm just gonna drive manually. Ooh, so many people here. Come on, go, 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 go. Somebody having a cookout, a party. I wish I could show you, but it's like every parking spot is taken here alongside the road, so it's not good. Okay, so let me go a little bit up the hill. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I need to see. I need to check things, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I am already back in the car, but I will start the stream, the video. Let's say that the video in a bit, not yet, but soon. And let's see if I can charge real quick. Oh, Swanee is closed. Okay, go to this one then. Start the self-driving. Start the self-driving. Ooh, stuff flying around in my bed. Stuff flying around. So I'm already back. And here we are. Where's the data layer here? Okay, so I'm back. And it's getting dark. So let me see something. Let me see if I'm really live on YouTube or not. I should be. I am. I am. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So which way are we going? It says there's no traffic anymore. That's kind of interesting. We shall see. Yeah. That was good. Another Cybertruck. My son and I hit the curb in this curve here coming up. Hang on. Do not do this. So it's trying to go, instead of making a left turn, it is trying to go straight, make a right turn, make another right turn, and then go straight, which is basically assembling a left turn. So I will disengage because I don't have any interest in that. That was not good. But that happens when you have a Tesla. So they illegally kept going straight on that left turning only lane. So critical. It was trying to go straight. Let's see who's faster. It's gonna be fun. Model Model Y or Model. Little bit of fun. Little bit of fun. So obviously the Model Y versus Cybertruck, right? And guess who won? And guess who's coming here? He comes. Passing. So I'm not up for racing. But I can if I have to. Yeah, Tesla Model Y M5E on YouTube. I do have a Cyber Beast. So it would be Model Y. I don't know if it was a performance model or just a regular all-wheel model. It was an older Model Y. Still fast, obviously, but not Cyber Beast fast.
Car on shoulder reported ahead.
All right, I don't see it yet, but maybe it is there. So we are going to Chattanooga and Greenville for now. But then at some point, whatever that was, there was something on the road. And we drove over it. That wasn't cool. Alrighty. I'm in the hurry profile, and I have about 48 minutes for 48 miles of driving. And that's what's going on. Crash reported, okay. In R1S. Actually, I would love to be in the HOV lane. We go in Mad Max and see if I don't know why it doesn't do this fluently, because I have HOV lanes turned on, use them. So, in my opinion, that's critical. In the same way as I'm looking ahead, and it looks very critical in terms of clouds to me. So let's see what the weather is. So there is some weather coming in, and it will be raining hard at some point. So I wanted to go to the supercharger, and since I'm coming home with about like 16% maybe or so, charge up so that I have enough for tomorrow. Get some free juice from the supercharger, but maybe I'm not doing it. Let's see. Especially if the weather is going to be, so where's the police? I didn't see them. probably get out of the express HOV. I'm calling it express lane when it is the HOV lane. I'm calling it HOV lane when it is the express lane. It's same difference for me. I'm going to be able to be in here. I'm not paying for this one here, but I am paying for this one because I have a license plate that allows me to be in here, which is $200 a year. So I'm kind of paying for it. So half a dozen or 6 or whatever you say. So one thing I noticed, usually I would be leaving this lane and then be here in parallel. But now we are actually staying in this lane. So that's one change of 14.3.6 versus 14.3.5. Not bad. Oh, let me see what is the data now. Oh, the data is working. Okay, I didn't see that. 36%. Yeah, I do have 36% of charge, or 35 right now, but it's about the arriving with 16% state of charge. And I'm not really sure. Oh, here we go. Traffic. This is all people that line up to go on to 400. And they line up very early. And then it creates this sort of long line on the right-hand side. And then people are staying here in this lane and they try to squeeze into this, whatever gap they can find. And then they start blocking other lanes too. So there you have it. Police is out there too. What are they doing? Probably an accident. Okay. Loading up somebody. Everybody slowing down, trying to take a peek. Yeah, look at the clouds. I know that's why I was just. I'm not really sure if I want to go to the supercharger and then be in like extreme hard rain. So I'm just looking at the radar. It's now at 10 p.m. It's gonna be raining, so I might have enough time to go to the supercharger, and then as soon as I, see a drizzle coming, I'm just unplugging. Lightning. Yep. Welcome to Georgia. Welcome to the South, where you have weather like this every other day. Yeah, was already marked. Yeah, they are really particularly bad, the clouds to my left-hand side. So that's where it's coming in from.
Shoulder reported ahead.
Yeah. I don't know why this car right next to me is in the left lane. There's nobody else in other lanes. Why do you have to be in the very left lane and not even going fast? So everybody is passing this person on the right-hand side. Crazy. Oh, let me see what my phone says here. I don't know why the supercharger is closed in Swanee. Eh, who knows? Come on. Is this the V4? This V4. Nah, no, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna benefit from fast charging anyway because I'm arriving with too high state of charge. 15% is not gonna give me like 300 kilowatts. So I have my tile cutting saw that I need for laying tiles. Awesome if there's somebody in the HOV lane who is going slower than everybody else. Let's go about this person. So now they're going out. Okay, well. Could have done it a little bit earlier. So in a minute, there's the express lane that starts, and usually I'm going in the express lane. It seems like there isn't so much traffic right now, so I don't really have to. It would make it a bit more interesting in terms of, changing lanes, driving with other cars, and it would save me a whooping $2 maybe. So I don't know what to do. Let's see. Probably stay in here. Let's see. So I'm thinking if I can still make it to the storage, because I have things in my truck that I need to put into storage. But it's gonna be tight, and I don't want to go there and then the numeric lock is not working. So we shall see. So yeah, you can see it's very effortless. I'm just driving in this lane. You can see the speed I'm driving. You can see on the left-hand side it says something about 80. So a hurry profile, I guess, is trying to aim for 80 miles an hour. But I'm going 76 right now, so it's not reaching those 80 miles at this point. And on the right-hand side, or kind of in the middle, is the speed that I'm going. So, yep. It's already marked.
Car on shoulder reported ahead.
Alrighty. I wonder how somebody with a trailer, U-Haul trailer, is in this express lane, because that's an axle more where you have to pay for. And you actually need to have 2 stickers in your car, I think, to satisfy this, you know, the car with a trailer.
Car on shoulder reported ahead.
But who knows? Who knows? There are cars everywhere here. I don't understand why you would be in this lane with a trailer and then you're not going fast. You're going below the speed limit. Makes no sense. But who knows? I do not.
Shoulder reported ahead.
I'm not really sure if that's visible. Yeah, it seems like it is. So this Camaro here to my right with the broken tail light has some extreme bright light just about 4 yards in front of the car. And it's loud too. So, I don't know. Seems to be very effective, the bright light. So yeah, you can, when there's some light from a street light coming up, you can see how there is some sort of stain on my max lens on the roof camera. So it's like water stains, almost like you have in the shower or so. I kind of need to clean this with like vinegar or so to get those off. Because, you know, when it rains, they the lens, I don't really move the camera, so the lens is staying there and gets rainwater on it, and then the sun is drying it. So there are some stains on it that I can't wipe off. So I need to soak this. Need to order a exchange lens so I can clean the ones that have been on for a while. So, yep. So yeah, that's how it is. You keep driving, and FSD is just keeping you in the lane and keeping the speed. And as you can see, I switched it over to Mad Max. You can tell on the numbers. 85 is Mad Max. If I'm switching it over to Hurry, then it will say 80 at some point. Come on, update. Still not updating. Yeah, I don't know. Back to Mad Max. Um, hmm. I'm still thinking if I should go to the storage or not. And I have to make that decision kind of soon. Yeah, it's pretty dark here. You're right. Tesla Model Y M5E. It is. Let me see what time I would make it to the storage place. I'm not sure anymore if I can still go there before 9 or before 10. I think it was before 10. So let me do that. Let me edit the trip and remove the supercharger for now. And let me go this way. Yeah, that might work. Just call you Tesla Model Y for now, not dash M5E. Okay. What if I call you dash M5E? Would that be okay? It is dark. Trying to get around this person with the trailer. What is happening with the supercharger here? Why is it offline? Temporary closure. Okay. Maybe they upgraded or so. Could be. Who knows? Would be good. So let's see if I'm staying in this express lane. Usually previous versions try to get me out of here. And then in the right lanes, because the three right lanes go straight and those two lanes next to me go to 985, which I don't want to go. And this express lane here actually goes the way that I want to go. So let's see what happens. So usually it tries to get out here, and then I prevent it, and then it tries to go over the double white line right before it is too late to get out. If you wanted to get out of here, but I don't want to, so I want to stay in here. Get my hand ready on the steering. Here we go, it already signaled. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't do it on its own. It used to, with version 13. And then again, it did it, and then it didn't, then it did again. It's just work in progress. Did you see lightning? I actually didn't, because I was just looking at the screens here. I have so many screens, good lord. 1, 2, 3 phones, the middle screen, my laptop. Yeah. Quite dark here. And usually I have a bad signal here too. Cell phone signal is bad and Starlink signal is bad too. For whatever reason. I don't know if there's some sort of secret layer over here or so. But Starlink It's not having it. So to my left is the Mall of Georgia. Usually crazy traffic. That's showing you how far out I live. Because I'm still not even close to where I live. It's another 20 minutes. Yeah. So far it's not raining. Lightning, yes. Which way is it going now? Okay, yeah. We can go that way. It's already marked. What is it that people have to drive in the very left lane? Like this car here, whatever that is, Honda, Volvo, I don't know. Why is it that everybody is being drawn to go in the left lane? I don't know. You can't do that in Germany. So in 0.8 miles, I need to take the exit. I'm in Mad Max. And I actually put it back into hurry. So yeah, 14.3.5 already and 14.3.6 go over far advanced of the exit. So it's not, trying to lurk in the left lane and then, trying to get over real quick or so. A mile, 1.5 miles away, it already starts trying to get over into the right lane. So what time is it in this dark place? It is 9:28 or 21:28. 21:28 in German. PM, I'm in Atlanta. But when I say 21:28, that's already giving it away for the 24-hour clock. It's always precisely telling you what time it is. So we need to switch over into the right lane, please. What are we doing? So now we have somebody coming. Let me push the pedal real quick. Just to make them go fast. Well, the good thing is with a Cyber Beast, you can do things like this just by pushing the pedal a little bit. So here we are, getting close to the storage place space. Oh man, space or place, not easy. Storage place, and we still going. Yep. There was the pedestrian was counting down to 0, and usually when it is on 0, then the green light switches over to yellow for the traffic, but it didn't. So roundabout, that's what it's all about. There's another one coming up. And I do like, I think that started with like version 13 something, indicating when you leave the roundabout, which obviously nobody else does, but it's nice for others to know that you are leaving on a certain exit. So there's somebody on a scooter on the left-hand side, and I can see it on the display. I'm not sure if you saw that, but that's crazy. At least the person is going against the traffic so they can see if a car is, going over the white line here, but there's not much to go to. Only here is a curb on the right-hand side. There was one on the left-hand side, but then it wasn't. It ended again. So Georgia is funny here. Where's the supercharger? It's still a little bit away. I'm not really sure if I'm going there or not. I might just go home. I'm on 20%. That's not low. Low is like 5% or 3%. Tesla Model Y M5E. I roll into a supercharger with like 1% or 2% state of charge whenever I can, because then you get the fastest, charge on your battery on a Cybertruck. Depending on which charger you go to, if it's a V4 station, then you can pull like 325 kilowatts versus whatever you can when you stop with like 20 or 30%. Never mind. Why never mind? For the people on X, I'm responding to the chat on YouTube. So I'm streaming on X and YouTube at the same time. Why are we not going straight here? So the last time I went this way, there was a deer crossing, which there are plenty of deers around here, especially recently because there's so much construction going on and they cut down so many trees in this area. So they all really don't have a place to go anymore. It's really sad. There was a lot of deers on the road being hit by cars. Not particularly good. So, Model Y M5E, what do you mean with never mind now? My state of charge battery? Mm-mm. Oh, okay. What was that? Okie dokie. That was very interesting, and it's actually the left turning lane is well, either way. I'm not really sure what's happening here right now. I have to look at this in the recording because I did see a left turning lane, and then all of a sudden it was going over into the other lane. So those are things that make more sense when you watch them afterwards. And let's go, keep moving. Get the key so I can at least open up the door for the storage if I can still get in. Sorry about that. About never mind. About what? Model Y M5E. I'm not sure what you mean now. You have me really confused. You said never mind. Sorry about never mind. So I guess I just forget about it then. So the storage is on the opposite side, and I have to make a U-turn. And I'm passing it right now. And then where it wants me to do a U-turn, is this actually the, yep, I think, yep, this time it's okay. Last time it was trying to get me further down on the red light there and then make the U-turn, but I can make a U-turn right here. And I'm interested to see if it's still going now or not with the car coming for the U-turn. Yeah, it is. Not bad. It is. And then turning in here. Very good too. And I will take over and go around. Stuff sliding in the back. That's why I would like to unload this so I can I don't have to deal with it driving tomorrow. It is dark here. Darkness, darkness. So let's see if I can still get in. If I can still get in or not. So let me see. See the key. Phone. So I was able to still get into the storage. I will unload some stuff real quick and then I'll be back. Okay, so I am back and let's see if I can go to that supercharger real quick. Oh, wait. There's somebody coming. And which way are we going? There's some other ways too. Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense. So it will go make a U-turn again. Make a U-turn again. Let me take you there this time. That's what FSD is saying, okay? They have a new car, so they are going really slow. I still have a temporary license plate. Okay, let's go. And let me push the pedal here to get things going. I do this, you know, I don't have the patience, because if I would drive myself, I would make that U-turn as quickly as I can, because cars coming fast from over the hill, and I don't need to end up in a strange situation. So there you have it. Let's go to the charger. And then I probably will end this live stream. Maybe I do a space. See who's joining or not. And we need to stop. Um, and we have to stop again. So this Outback across the street is fairly new. And on the right-hand side, it says keep moving, but people still stop every day. I live not far from here. And come around here quite often. Oh, I had an old Mercedes behind me. A 123 series. I used to have multiple of those. Pretty awesome. Love those cars. They drove like really nicely, reliably, and I had it with diesel engine. It was this comfortable clicking noise, click, 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 of the diesel engine. So I'm preconditioning for fast charging. So I guess the battery is warming up. And you can see it is like completely dark here. And I also need to make sure that the police is not out there. Um, as soon as I make a left turn, that's a part of a road where they are constantly around, pulling people over. So I'm glad I could unload the kitchen shelf rack that I had in my truck. And it's kind of interesting. My son had it in the truck sideways, and it didn't really fit in his Nissan Titan. Um, but it did fit in mine. When I could even close the tunnel cover. So not bad. So we go barely above the speed limit. It's like 58 on a 55 speed limit, but with wildlife and everything, I don't mind going this speed right now. Why are we turning left? Interesting. Okay. That's okay. Missed it again. Lightning in the distance. Ugh. Supercharging for the fun of it. Okay, so it's going. Let me go back to standard because, like I said, the police is out here quite often, and I don't necessarily need to go 10 miles over the speed limit, going 55 where it's 45. So standard it is. Pretty awesome with the lightning. Actually shows more yellowish on the camera, the stream. Oh, okay. Right. So we need to stop. 2.2 miles, and then we make a left turn. I'm always thinking about the Big Lebowski. We dropped off the money. What do you mean we? I mean me, the royal we. Because I've seen so many YouTubers saying, oh, we go this way, we go that way, but they sit by themselves in the car. So I kind of picked up on saying, we, because as you watch the stream, you kind of participate in some way. So I guess saying we is a legitimate way of addressing things here. So that's what it is. Oh, that was good. Some nice lightning in the distance. Still going. Let's see the map. Yeah, it's still in distance, but not so far away. So I better hurry, get some juice in the battery before it starts raining. So the menu just popped up for the parking, suggesting charger, parking lot, or street. So obviously, since I'm supercharging, I'm going to the charger, and FSD should park the car in such a way that I can plug in on a V3 station. So we shall see. It's actually not bad if you are traveling, um, because that's not far away here from 985. You have lots of restaurants where you can charge here and you can walk over to restaurant, or you can go to Publix and get something from Publix, a sandwich or whatever. Can go into this Buffalo's cafe. So let's see which one we get into here. I guess we go all the way down here. And we do have the map with, showing details of the charging stalls. So let's see if it fits, because it's still kind of a distance. It may not be enough. I mean, it's not, it's barely reaching. So since I'm using a EV jack adapter, it managed to plug it in. So, okay, well, there you have it. That's pretty much it. I will go home from here, so I will basically just stop the stream now and thank everybody for joining, for following me here on my journey today. And I do need to order a new lens for the camera on the top because this is not good. Or I need to take it off and kind of clean it with vinegar. So there you have it. Things to do. That I need to do. All right. See you the next time. Turn this off. Come on, Lord.